it never stopped generating the outline, and it just ended up being this ebook with, several hundred headings, with no end or summary or conclusion.
I'm going to keep, I think I'm up to 6 now, so there's 10 chapters, so I'll keep it going until we get to chapter 10. But I wonder if it can really keep that much context. Depends how they're summarizing the context here. Dead end and have to regroup. So I think, I'm not sure if it's connecting the dots. Yeah, that's right. So it's still getting the context from up here.
Okay.
I do want to show you about, you mentioned before, we'll just finish this and then I'll show you, like, you mentioned like teaching it about APIs that don't exist. So I found some really cool ways to do that. And it reminded me when I was doing it through the week of the kind of experience of like that scene in The Matrix where Neo like gets like Kung Fu or whatever it is, Jiu-Jitsu downloaded. And I was like, I'll show you the chat prompt in a second, but it was pretty cool. And I even, as I was sitting in my seat, I was like, like swearing, like, oh my God, I can't believe that worked.
Yeah.
So I think
I had an experience recently where I had to write some technical documentation about integrating 2 services for a business owner, to make a decision on whether they want to go ahead with a custom integration or not. And this one of the APIs ChatGPT had no knowledge of. So one of the things I did was literally and systematically inputted the API references for each of the functions. But their documentation was really good. It just hadn't been parsed by ChatGPT at all. So as a result, I was able to almost put together code on how to integrate these services within minutes of putting all the reference managers. And the great thing about that is because it was just a feasibility study to see whether it was possible. And then at the same time in the report, I'm actually providing code to show them how it would work, like at least pseudocode. It might not be functional, but pseudocode to show them how it would work. And I found that really good, training it on that API.
Yeah. Yep. I totally understand what you need. So I was gonna, somewhere on here, so this is a platform I was using to generate flowcharts. It generates flowcharts for you. It looks kind of cool, but I've never used it before. I just Googled it and I found this page, and there is somewhere on here like like how this works, syntax reference maybe. So like what I did is I copied this whole thing, and then you'll see here I said, I'm going to teach you how to make, this is the first thing, I'm going to teach you how to make flowcharts. Then you will use this knowledge to generate new flowcharts for text that I enter later. Okay? And it's like, sure, I'd be happy to learn how to create flowcharts. Please go ahead and teach me. And then I just pasted in literally all the content on the page. And then it's like, thanks for teaching me about how to create flowcharts. I'm now equipped how to generate flowcharts from text input. Please provide me the text you'd like me to generate. And then I just provided a text and it started to generate the code, which I could copy paste back in here and generate flowcharts.
Is that what this is? Is that what we're looking at now? Is that the one?
Well, we can try it. We can try it now. But yeah, I was like, generate a flowchart. Pay particular attention to the number of white spaces. The final flowchart should have one start node and a number of leaf nodes representing the priority. And this is the style example that I gave it. So I said, just to give it a little bit more context. And then this is the output of another chat session I had where I was figuring out how to prioritize technical tasks. So technical tasks, like, they're kind of hard to prioritize because, does it increase your testability? Does it increase the number of libraries or dependencies that you have? Does it somehow affect the code quality? Does it add functionality, or does it enable something like in the future? So there's all these like really abstract dimensions to it, and I wanted a way to prioritize from a technical perspective the tasks, and I wanted a way that like junior developers could follow. Like I didn't want to have like it'd be overly cumbersome. So what I wanted to have was like a flow chart where it's like, does it do this? Okay, it gets a score of 1. Then no, okay, well then does it do this? Okay, it gets a score of 2 to get a number between 1 and 10 for the priority. And so that's what I was trying to do here. I was trying to create a flow chart based on this.